Hello and welcome to the Pink Cloud channel. Yesterday, as of recording this, BTS held their Festa dinner to mark their 9th year anniversary, which they do every year almost. And in said Festa dinner video, they shared their sentiments and feelings about the group, about the direction of the group, and how they're personally, individually feeling and how they are as a group. I would highly recommend that you go watch it so that you can get the members' own feelings and own words just as they said, instead of hearing twisted truths from third parties who share things negatively. So please go watch it to get the full truth and nothing but the truth from BTS themselves. However, I will still summarize the key points here and then share my opinion as an army about this situation. Basically, they bravely shared that they were supposed to take a break after Map of the Soul 7 tour had wrapped up. They were supposed to tour for a year and go to several places that they haven't been to in a long time / never before, like India and Australia. And then after that tour ended, they would have released Proof, which is released now, obviously. But obviously the pandemic changed everything for everyone. So now they didn't have the chance to tour and see fans for a year in different places, but they had to figure out, okay, what they should do now. And hence that's why we have the singles we have, and they released B as well. So now they shared that they need the break that they were supposed to start a year ago, because they feel like they need to regroup and re-navigate what BTS is, what their message is, because a lot has changed in the past 9 years. And Namjoon and Yoongi both echoed the same sentiment, that they do not really know how to write for BTS anymore, which, was reflected in Black Swan for Map of the Soul 7. And the biggest sentiment for all members was that in order to stay as a group for the longest time possible, they need this break to search who they are as individually, search what BTS music should be about, so that they can stay together as long as they want to, and longer than just now. That's what I really want to emphasize on, that they're taking this break, just a break, to focus on individual activities in music instead of making new BTS group music and concerts, so that they can stay as a group for a long time. They will still film Run BTS, and according to Hype's statement, they might have other group activities as well, just not music and concerts. They have set release dates for certain members, and this era of individual releases will start in July with J-Hope's album, which will be released prior to his Lollapalooza appearance. So, quick summary of that: they want to stay together as a group, but they need a break to explore their own interests and find what BTS now means as opposed to when they debuted and were younger. And in order to stay in that group, they are taking this time to focus on themselves. They were understandably very emotional in the video. I would highly suggest you go watch it. But overwhelmingly, their passion to stay together as a group was incredibly clear from it. Now on to my thoughts on the matter as a 2018 ARMY. As I was watching the Festa video, I was obviously understandably upset and sad, because of course I want to see BTS together for a long time, and I want them to release music that they're happy with. And if they're not feeling that right now, of course they have to take a step back and regroup. Of course, I felt sad that we won't get new BTS group music. Of course, I'm a fan of theirs. But it really hurt me and broke me that they felt like they were doing something bad for admitting that they need a break, and in fact said break is way overdue. Namjoon also mentioned that the idol slash K-pop industry really doesn't allow artists to grow and mature between projects, that there is this constant pressure to release music constantly. And I think it's so important that he brought that up, that labels just want to churn out music, music, music. And it's very rare to see artists getting a proper break between releases. So I'm really glad that they can do this break now. And it's very admirable to me that they admit, like, they are brave enough to admit that they need to take this break and they want to take this break like at their peak right now. I think they still have so much more to achieve and bigger things to achieve. But at this moment, it's incredibly brave to see how successful you are right now and see that I need to take a step back so that I can become more authentic in my arts again. That shows that they respect their art and their fans much more than just churning out singles because they know they would do well. I am seeing people twist what was said in the Festa dinner video, probably by people who didn't even watch it. And it was heavily emphasized that they enjoyed releasing B and the singles, but that they realized that they need a time away so that they can make even better, even more authentic BTS music than they have so far. I hope I said that well enough. And I personally think that they handled this announcement incredibly well. It wasn't just a Twitter thread or a notepad text post. They actually spent the hour explaining how they feel individually, then as a group, and reassuring that they are doing this so that they can come back even as stronger as a group, which is so important. There is no like ambiguity. There is no drama. It's so clear how much they love each other and how much they appreciate their fans. Doing this hour-long explanation of how they feel is so respectful, and it's so much better than just getting a statement. And what I personally think is, and what I want to focus on, is them saying that they are taking this break so that they can stay as a group for the long haul. I think that's what everyone should focus on, that it's just a break, so in order for them to stay longer together. And what I just see is that they are real artists. They are real artists who are allowed to take time between projects, to live a little, to have fun, to experience new things that they can write about. And I feel like maybe they haven't been able to receive that so far as much as they deserve. In Western music industry, taking years between albums is completely normal. And I want BTS to be allowed the same as well. And everyone knows that BTS has been under a lot of pressure for paving the way and for being such a groundbreaking musical act. Like it's not normal to be in your 20s and have several speeches at the UN, going to the White House to discuss anti-Asian racism. Those are huge things to put on a person, especially as on someone who started out just because they loved music, and then they have these big responsibilities. Like, it's amazing what they've done, and I'm so proud, but no wonder that they have felt pressured and stressed and like they need a break. As I mentioned before, it was really heartbreaking to see them feel like they are doing something bad for saying that they need a break. Because of course not. Of course they have done nothing bad. It's them being human and them sharing that humanity with us. And I respect that so much. So to conclude my own feelings, I trust them. There is no group like BTS, and I trust them more than anyone that they will actually come back. Of course, I am sad and upset that we won't have BTS group music for a while, but there is so much music out there already from them to listen to. We literally just had a comeback. So I'm in that sense I'm fine. I'm sad, of course, but I'm not like too like upset. The individual releases will be so much fun, I think. And they emphasize that they're not going solo, but rather members doing individual work, which I think is important to remember as well. It'll start in July, as I mentioned, with Hoseok's releases, which will be so cool, so amazing, and then go on from there. And they will also film around BTS, so it's not like they're going away. So in conclusion, I am hopeful. Of course, this still feels heavy and recent and sad. It does. It hurts to find out that they were feeling so lost and overwhelmed and in need of a break. But I'm also so proud of them for sharing this finally with us. And I look forward to their individual releases. As for this channel, of course, I will talk about all their solo releases and everything that they do as a group and as individually. So that was my little summary. Again, I just want to say go watch the hour-long video. Do not just read an article, read tweets or threads here and there. Go watch, hear their sincerity, feel their sincerity. And yes, thank you so much for listening to my thoughts on the matter. Be safe, be healthy, and yeah, thank you for watching.